Alright, so first of all, we've got Shark Dentist. And Shark Dentist actually feels like someone dared a developer to mix Boxshot Roulette, Jaws, and your worst dentist visit ever. And somehow it actually works. You are on the water, face to snout with a sedated shark, yanking rotten teeth with a circular saw while praying it doesn't wake up. It's pretty dense, it's pretty gross, kind of hilarious, and each run throws random tools, these busted gears that you gotta fix, and even surprise events, making every attempt chaos. You will juggle anesthesia, oxygen, and stress levels like your life depends on it. It's a roguelike with teeth, literally. It's pretty good for horror fans, streamers, and anybody who thought, yeah, I could totally fix a shark smaller. You probably can't.
一支两道长安，能点亮天上的星河。
大唐离我们太远了，神佛还会庇佑河西吗？
我是认真决定的，我还是想再试一次。
About a week ago, NetEase pulled the curtains back on Blood Message. I think we mentioned it before. It's a AAA single-player action-adventure game that looks like it came straight out of a prestige film studio. This game is built in Unreal Engine 5 and it follows a nameless messenger and his son trying to survive this uprising. Think The Last of Us meets ancient East Asia. It's got style, stealth, survival, cinematic vibes all there, and reportedly a visceral combat. It's got themes of honor, sacrifice, and identity, and the world itself is insanely massive and gorgeous. No release date yet, and platforms aren't confirmed either, but this is NetEase's big swing at narrative storytelling, and honestly, it might be one of 2025's most promising cards.
输赢成败，皆如沙上之塔，风来即散，为众生之苦，长漫于天地之间。
回家吧，这一切毫无意义。天命所归，我才是大唐。 我们除了死更多人，什么都不会改变。
The predecessor, ND3500 reached.
Bloober Team just released another gameplay trailer for Cronos The New Dawn, and it's looking quite heavy on the retro-futuristic vibe all around it. But first of all, it's a survival horror game in a post-apocalyptic world and you're a time traveler trying to undo a mess known as a change. It's a lot Dead Spacey, but then the enemies, which are called orphans, can absorb corpses and evolve mid-game, and if you don't burn them, they can come back straight up like a nightmare. And the fuel you get to burn them with, it's limited, so how's that for a change? Anyway, adding a mystery twist to the story and some timeline jumping and stuff, I think it's gonna be a banger, one way or another. This is how it looks.
It is highly recommended to proceed with caution.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling. Such is our calling.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace, just names on the wall.
Axe of Blood is a beat-em-up game in a dystopian version of Bandung, Indonesia, and it looks like it's gonna go hard. You play as a law student out for revenge after his family is murdered, brawling through alleyways and high-rises with these cinematic martial art actions that's inspired by the movie Raid, and as you can see, the combat's pretty raw. is heavy and personal, with counters, weapons, and even some parkour. It's not just fists either, though. There's going to be all kinds of items you can use, knives, guns, chairs. It's all coming into play. Pretty grounded, it's fresh, and the streets do feel alive in the game. The game is dropping summer 2026 on PC and other consoles as well, and there's already a free demo on Steam, definitely worth checking out.
You think you're the Harbinger? You might be.
Cold Asymmetry just dropped another trailer for Mortal Shell 2, and it's pretty grim, it is brutal, and it's just jam-packed with souls-like goodness. Even the trailer's soundtrack features Behemoth's Ben Sahar from The Satanist, which is just pure metal badassery, perfectly matching the game's combat and the world itself. The first game even had an option for a Greek black metal soundtrack, so you're just hoping the whole vibe runs deep again. No release date yet beyond the 2026 release. A beta sign-up is live if you want it on the action early. This one's for fans who crave punishing fights and first-person combat. End of Abyss is like Metroidvania meets Alien in an isometric sci-fi horror shooter package. This game is developed by the folks behind Little Nightmares 2. It's just dripping with the dark, creepy vibe and intense exploration of the same game. You juggle scanning for secrets and blasting alien critters, all while mastering these tight dual-stick controls and a slick dodge roll. The ammo is limited, so strategy is key. Shotgun blasts pack a punch, but run out fast as well. The tagging system is clutch, marking locked doors and destructible walls to keep your backtracking on point. The game is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. It's perfect for fans of tense atmospheres and clever level designs as well. Well, with that being said, Aptic Innovations is stepping into the spotlight with their debut game on the market soon. It's called Empire Patron. It's a dark fantasy action RPG with some intense combat. Think monster battles, dragons, and army clashes with boulders flying everywhere. You'll lead a hero on a quest to become the ultimate Empire Patron, collecting artifacts, building reputations, and commanding armies in an open world full of magic and lore mayhem. The trailer even teases some first-person monster or dragon action, flipping the perspective for a fresh twist here. Lots of people are hyped for this one, and we'll definitely keep an eye out for it as well.
Where's she gone to now?
Look at this one, soldier.
If this is another trick, I swear
Another hero, just like you. And
Now,
nothing
here's one
spells
for the
hero
PlayStation
more
3
than
core
dying
crowd,
forgotten
Chains
in
of
some
Lukomorye.
steaming
It's a
train.
third-person
Vile
shooter with
rebel.
some Slavic backdrop set in a post-World War I setting where these Allied science experiments have blown reality to bits. You play as a soldier on a surreal journey to find a lost love. Think Orpheus and Eurydice, but through war, trauma, and myth. There's all sorts of bizarre enemies and a massive black cat, and some quick-time events. It's got that weird but science energy only mid 2000s games had, if you know what I mean. If you miss the vibes of Spec Ops meets folklore with Eastern European flavor, keep an eye out on this one. No date yet though, but it's quick listable on Steam.
Take the shot. You're welcome.
I didn't need your help.
Now, Hellmart, on the other hand, has a convenient sort of one of those as well. And if you think working night shifts is boring, well, think again. This game gets you in the creepiest, most twisted night shift ever. Where the customers aren't just weird, they're downright evil and nasty. Now, by day, you're stuck in shelves, getting sale points, gold, within the waterfalls. It's all about locking down, watching security cameras, and fighting all kinds of stuff that are trying to break in. The AI adapts to your every move, so no two shifts are going to be the same. So if you're in the mood for some intense strategy and scares and some scares, Hellmart will be your next obsession, probably.
They always said my luck would dry up. Now it's time to put that to the test.
After about 35 years, Fatal Run is coming back, and this time, everyone's invited. This was originally an European-only cult classic. Fatal Run 2089 here is getting a full-on Unreal Engine 5 makeover, blending twisted metal chaos with Blur's slick speed, Blur, the racing game. Think Mad Max meets Spy Hunter with a futuristic twist. Like, it's got that arcade racer adrenaline we've been missing since Burnout went quiet. Early gameplay feels like a sweet Xbox 360 throwback here. Fast and furious, but polished with more. No release date yet, just a 2025 window, but I'm already hyped. If you've got a soft spot for high-octane weaponized car combat, this one might just hit that sweet spot.
Look out!
Underworld Rock looks like someone threw the Crudes, Shrek, and Volheim in a blender. and we're absolutely here for it. It's a survival crafting game that leans hard into DreamWorks style visuals, but with some chunky character models, goofy monsters, and some lush procedurally generated stages. Like up to 10 players can explore, build, and brawl together even. And what really pops is the combat. It's looking fast, flashy, and feels more enshrouded than Ark. Like it's got these giant enemy crabs. Anyway, there's no firm release date yet, but Under a Rock already has that future cold favorite energy, which is set now on Steam before it blows up.
Mayday! Mayday! Code 1 to mission control, we're falling!
Don't Not came out a while ago and revealed a brand new IP. They're swapping teen drama for space drama with what's called Aphelion, a game set in 2060, the year Earth's basically toast, so humanity pins its last hope on a 9th planet called Persephone. And after a crash landing, you're now stranded and searching for your crewmate on a frozen, unfamiliar planet. There's a mix of exploration, survival, and story tension all wrapped in this legit space science thanks to a team up with the European Space Agency. It's very Life is Strange meets Interstellar, but just lonelier. It's coming 2026, PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. With that being said, Flock Off is pure chaos with a woolly twist. Zombie sheep have overrun the Scottish Highlands, and it's up to you and maybe 3 other brave friends to mow them down. Solo or co-op, this is a fast game. It's a first-person brawler that throws you each time in with total different madness. Everything's a weapon. Branches, shovels, leaks, even your friends, Simon. Think Goat Simulator meets Left 4 Dead, but like stupider in a good way. It's got multiple modes, and like I said, it's weird, it's wild, looks like a neon gold. The title Flock Off kind of sells the point. The game will hit Steam later on in the year, and this is how it looks. Dreadout 3 is now landing on all consoles in 2026, and it's coming to PC exclusively. The developers even joked that it'll drop definitely after Grand Theft Auto 6, so it's real. And if you played the first 2 games, you already know this isn't your typical jump scare fest. This is like straight up Indonesian ghost terror, wrapped in a creepy, folklore, heavy nightmare. You are back as Linda, the ghost-snapping high schooler turned keeper of the dark. You're facing off against these restless spirits, messed up rituals, and urban legends that'll make your spine do backflips. It's a pretty freaky mix of day and night exploration, smartphone ghost hunting puzzles, and switching between first and third person views on the fly. At number 15, we've got Ayasa. We've said it before, this is going to be some special treatment. It's a platformer, but not any platformer. This game blends horror and quest-driven exploration, and in a way that it really works. You're going to be guiding the character through 6-7 different lands, each representing something like faith, greed, gluttony, betrayal, all while solving puzzles and fighting darkness. Now, the real standout of the game is the main's unique powers. From time manipulation to invisibility, you're going to be using all kinds of abilities to outsmart the enemies and tackle some truly creative challenges for yourself. Check it out. Crosswind just dropped its first public alpha on Steam, and if you've been craving some private chaos with Souls-like edge, this one's worth boarding. It's an alternative history survival co-op where you and up to 2 friends gather loot, build bases, and take on boss fights that don't play around. Picture Sea of Thieves meets Valheim, but with actual danger and some big sea battles. There's 3 different biomes, 3 different bosses, and 3 ships, including 1 juicy NPC merchant you can straight up hijack. The combat's layered, it's brutal and super satisfying whether you're on foot or at the sea. The alpha's got over 30 hours of content and it's live now, so give it a go.
What will we do with a drunken sailor?
On the other hand, Netmarble is back with solo leveling Karma, and it's a roguelike action RPG set in the same universe but with a whole new twist. You're once again Jinwoo, caught in a war that fills in a 27-year gap the anime and webtoon skipped. New bosses, fresh lore, and a combat loop that's all about speed, builds, and upgrades. Think Hades meets anime power scaling. The game was revealed at the Anime Expo during Crunchyroll's panel, and the fact is Karma isn't a sequel to Arise, it's doing its own thing. There will be fights, great visuals, and that hunter grind. No date yet, but if you've ever wanted to solo a dungeon mid-apocalypse, this might be your next obsession. And last but not least, here's a quick mention, the folks behind Psychonauts 2 are back, and this time they build a walking lighthouse. Yeah, that's the game Keeper. A new adventure from Double Fine that's as weird, heartfelt, and imaginative as you can expect it. You play as an ancient, weather-worn lighthouse who suddenly sprouts legs. Don't ask, just go with it. And sits off across a handcrafted world with your tiny little bird companion. It's not just a visual trip, though. Keeper leans into exploration. It's got some light puzzle solving and emotional storytelling in a way that feels almost meditative. Think Journey if it had more personality and a bird bestie. That's it.
Play it day one with gaming.